Hello, I'm Mike Freeman from the Redwood Sail and Power Squadron located in Santa Rosa, California. I've been boating both the inland and offshore waters of California for almost 50 years. In that time, I've learned many tips and techniques for enhancing your boating experience. Today, I'd like to show you how you can benefit from the capabilities of some of the boating-oriented smartphone applications. With these applications, you can harness the power of your smartphone to not only better plan your boating adventures, but also enhance your safety on the water. Let's first make sure we have a shared understanding of the definition of a smartphone. Not all cell phones are smartphones. What distinguishes a smartphone is that it has the ability to connect to the internet and also the ability for users to install specialized applications, also known as apps. These applications are programs which automate certain tasks. Email, for instance, is an application. A weather program would also be an application. Boaters benefit from the fact that software engineers build applications which you can then install on your smartphone, and these applications can help you complete routine boating tasks more quickly. The most popular smartphones are the Apple iPhones and those which utilize the Android platform. A note of caution: unless applications specify otherwise, you should assume that the cell phone network connectivity is required for applications to work. Do not rely exclusively on your smartphone for communications or access to information. At a minimum, you should have a VHF radio, a compass, a depth finder, and charts on board. Feel free to contact your local United States Power Squadron or the Coast Guard Auxiliary for a free vessel safety check. Thanks to the power of technology, you can now enjoy unprecedented access to information useful in planning and executing your boating adventures. Whether you are planning a fishing trip or a cruise, a single-day voyage or a multi-day trip, you can be better prepared and informed by taking advantage of several key types of marine smartphone applications. All boating trips can benefit from acquiring pertinent information. I usually start by checking the weather. There are many great apps for performing this task. Personally, I do the bulk of my boating in areas which experience tidal action. So obtaining information on tides and currents is generally my next task. If I have a particular destination in mind, I may need information on anchorages, marinas, fuel docks, or restaurants. All this information is available via your smartphone. So let's get started. Poor Skipper and Gilligan. They boated prior to the availability of smartphones. If they were starting their adventure today, they could have used their smartphone and its installed weather app to determine if poor weather would interfere with their 3-hour cruise. Gilligan could have avoided the experience of being marooned on a lush tropical island with Ginger and Mary Ann. Weather apps. The left image shows the type of generalized weather application which you can access using the basic weather. Starting over. Weather apps. The left image shows the type of generalized weather report which you can access using the basic weather app installed on most smartphones. Let's do it again. Weather apps. The left image shows the type of generalized weather report which you can access using the basic weather app available on most smartphones. Which days look like the best boating days? Well, Wednesday and Friday have sunny weather. The SS Minnow Should plan on staying in port on Thursday, however. For detailed marine weather information, download and install Marine Weather Plus by Bluefin. It presents NOAA's National Weather Service information in a very organized and easy to understand manner. This application also allows you to view tide and current tables, obtain sunrise and sunset information, display a radar overlay, and view sea surface temperatures. While you are checking the weather, you can also use that same application to check local tides and when the sunrise and sunset will be occurring, as well as moonrise and moonset, and the phase of the moon. So you have now checked the weather, reviewed the tides, and if you want to be back before dark, you have all the information you need on when the sun sets. Gee, these smartphone apps are great. But that is not all. Say you wanted to go kayaking at China Camp. What else would you like to know? I would suggest that you might want to have some information about the expected currents. As you can see from the table, the maximum current in the vicinity of China Camp can reach 3.4 knots. That is significant. A current of this strength could be hard to overcome, and you could get swept a great distance away. Best time to kayak to avoid the tidal currents? That would be the hours around slack water. Knowing this, you can have a much more enjoyable day. Buoy reports. Buoys are most commonly found in coastal areas. They are useful when you want to use information about wave heights and wave periods, as well as wind speed and direction, to determine if you can safely go boating. It is easy to find the buoy you want by using the built-in map. Here you can see the buoys located in the near coastal waters around San Francisco Bay. We are going to select the Bodega Bay buoy and examine the data on sea and wind conditions to determine if conditions are favorable for an offshore fishing trip. Wind and waves look favorable, so let's go. Navionics US West is a feature-rich application for planning trips and as a backup to your paper charting or onboard chart plotter. To display your vessel's position on the chart, your smartphone must have a built-in GPS and you must have wireless phone network connectivity. With a functioning GPS, your phone can display your vessel's position on the chart. As you can see, it also has the ability to display tide, sunrise, sunset, and current information. You can also create waypoints and do route planning and tracking. Remember, however, it is not advisable to use it as your primary navigation device. Anchor drag. You have reached your destination and set the hook. You are ready to relax and enjoy some time at anchor. Even though you have backed down on your anchor to ensure a good set, you are still anxious about it dragging. So as a good skipper, you set not only the anchor drag alarm on your marine GPS, but you download and install the My Anchor Watch application so your smartphone will alert you if your anchor drags beyond the drift limit you set. It's another useful chart viewing application. In addition to the chart viewer functionality, it integrates the Active Captain Interactive Cruising Guidebook, which contains information on marinas, anchorages, fuel docks, and hazards to navigation. The availability of data is represented by icons on the chart. Here you can see icons for information in the area around Point San Pedro. We will take a look at the Active Captain information available for China Camp. As you can see, it is quite extensive and useful. What is unique is that all this information is user contributed. Access to this information can be very useful if you are planning a cruise in an area with which you are not familiar. Boat US has a great app that revs up the fun factor in your boating lifestyle. You can text or email your boat's location to other boaters. You can share your raft up, anchorage, or favorite fishing hole locations. You can show your boat's location on Google Maps. The app also displays your latitude and longitude. Additionally, you can use the app to call Vessel Assist for a tow, and they will know where you are. Boat US reminds boaters that a VHF marine radio should be the first choice for emergency communications, and they should always contact the U.S. Coast Guard or law enforcement agency in an emergency situation. Would you like to know what commercial boat traffic to expect in your area? If so, the Marine Traffic application is for you. Boaters in the coastal and inland waters around San Francisco Bay know that they can listen to the Vessel Traffic Service on Channel 12 for traffic in the approaches to San Francisco Bay, and Channel 14 for vessel traffic information inside the bay and up into the Delta regions. The Marine Traffic application will graphically display real-time ship positions based upon information supplied by the Automatic Identification System transponders onboard commercial and some recreational vessels. One unique feature is that you can tap a ship's icon and retrieve additional detailed information about the ship as shown in the image on the right. This is very helpful, especially on days with reduced visibility. As with any piece of equipment, your smartphone has some important considerations to ensure it is available and working to the best of its ability. First is power. Batteries run down. We advise that you install a 12-volt outlet on your boat so you can leave your smartphone plugged in. You would hate to have the batteries run out just when you need your new applications the most. Second, protect your phone. Purchase a waterproof case to prevent damage from ocean spray, rain, or other hazards. With proper precautions, your phone will work when you need it, assuming you have a wireless network connection. For more information, please visit the Redwood Sail and Power Squadron website. It is loaded with great information on how to improve your boating competencies. Thanks for watching our webinar on boating apps for smartphones.